You're now listening to the Palmetto Dugout Show, hosted by State Director Sammy Esposito, Associate Scouts Drew Stewart and Sean Smith, that discuss all things related to amateur baseball in South Carolina. Here are your hosts.
Welcome into episode 37 of the Palmetto Dugout Show. I'm Drew Stewart here with Sammy Esposito. No Austin Smith today, but what's going on, Coach?
Oh, not much. Just another wonderful Sunday afternoon here. You doing all right?
Doing fantastic. Ready to take on the week, as they say. Know we're going to have some great days ahead of us. Little shortened show here, as we don't have a ton of stuff to dive into, but a lot of information in this show as we have a bunch of stuff coming up. PBR South Carolina about to hit the ground running here soon, as if we already haven't. But June's gonna be a big month for us, and it's the events coming up. Huge events coming up for future things as well. But first off, we'll start off with Team Carolina Trials at College of Charleston on June 7th. Coach?
Yeah, big first one of our Team Carolina Trials. That one is obviously confirmed. The event is built out on the website. We got a second one in the working. Just waiting to get confirmation on the facility for that. That'll probably either be the next week after that. In a different location. But those Team Carolina Trials for us are huge. They help us build the teams for the back end of our events of the summer. Obviously the big boy with the junior futures and the future games team, along with our top prospect games at the end of the summer. And also a little bit of our border battle team that it goes on the end of June. So those Team Carolina Trials for us are big. Last year, we ran two of them. We ran one, the end of May, and we ran one the beginning of July. And we were able to some guys to pop up on our radar that were able to make it onto those rosters at the back end of the summer. So it's another way for us to evaluate and see some of the prospects, see some of the great talent across the state, but also it's a great way for the players to be able to update some numbers, get their name out there. Obviously, social media in the state we got popping out there, so it's able to advertise them and get their name and get their numbers out there and get their videos and help those guys as really the summer starts to crank up for them.
Yeah, no doubt. We had some kids that attended both of those Team Carolina Trials last year that were invited to the junior futures and future games, as well as those
and
top
walked away with
games.
Scholarship offers at the end of the summer too. That got
right.
them some notoriety from going to the bigger events. So we're able to play a little small part in helping those guys out down in the back end of the summer.
Yeah, no doubt, which leads us into that June 28th border battle with North Carolina. Invites are out. Make sure you accept those as that thing will fill up really fast, as we've seen before.
And with that, like you said, with those invites filling up fast, we've already got a few players already signed up. But in a perfect world, if it lines up, it's going to be the 24s versus 24s, 25 class versus 25, and 26 versus 26. And we were almost perfect on that last year. There's a little bit of layover versus South Carolina versus North Carolina with mixing up the teams. And some of that had to do with some travel plans for the players. But, for us, it's going to be one of those where the rosters are filled. It's not going to be, hey, we're just going to take the first so-called 60 players off each state to make the team. We're going to do that by position. So if all of a sudden we have X amount of catchers sign up right away, we're going to have to close that position down. So those rosters being filled are a little bit different than some other events because, it's a North versus South Carolina deal. So we're going to take our best players, and when those positions get full, we're going to close that spot and look to fill the other one. So you get those invites out there and it works out in your schedule to line up, go ahead and register for that. Make sure you solidify your roster spot.
North versus the South. See if South Carolina can continue the dominance on North Carolina. Also, you got various scout days coming up, right, Coach?
Yeah, those are starting up here soon, and we're gonna, we'll get rolling in that. We got a couple here and there, but then we're along with our other events, we got a bunch more filled out in the month of June and July. So if there's any, I know there's a couple new organizations that are popping up. If you guys are listening out there and you guys go, hey man, what's this about? Reach out, let us know. But those scout days are other ways that we use to help us, see these players, get them on the list, get their numbers in there. And then we can also use those scout days as well. We had it last year. We had a guy, one of our first scout days, a young Andrew Palmer coming up there and drilling balls out of the park left and right as a freshman. And we're like, who's this guy? This guy needs to be on the Futures game team, and wind up having a heck of a week down there for us in the Futures game. So we also use those scout days. They're big for or a lot of the organizations, because they use, we have a few of these organizations that use it as kind of like their main organization day, right? And they can help get all their guys, get them seen, get their numbers updated before the summer gets up cranking for those guys. So it's kind of a multi-purpose deal, not only for us, but also for those teams, those organizations to help themselves out.
Yeah, no doubt. And it'll take us to an event. We're still processing, we're still working the details out. And we've already had one of these events prior. That is a Rising Stars Showcase for 2027s, 2028s, which is huge. We were able to identify some of those younger kids at the last event. And it's going to be huge this time, as it's going to be a basically sort of a qualifier for the Junior Future Games, which Coach knows that's kind of my favorite thing. Yeah, I'm a Junior Future guy, so
it is fun to watch those guys to get out there and run around and play. The other one, and we did the one last year, or last fall, or this past fall, we did that at Lexington High School, and we got another one. We're in the works of getting that one completely locked down and solidified, and that should be up on the website here soon. But the other one that we really do we try to do a good job with those Rising Stars event. It's also helping with the players, but also we do a big Q&A part with the parents. A lot of these guys, a lot of these players, it's the first time running through a showcase setting, or the parents that are in attendance kind of seeing what's going on. And, we try to explain it, not for only our side, but, these players are going to be going off to camps, and I think these camps are going to become a lot bigger, these team camps, school camps, with this new rule change to be able to get and see some guys earlier. But when these younger guys go off to a camp, now they've been through a showcase setting. They understand what it's like. People always go, what are you talking about, a showcase? Well, when you're a 14, 15-year-old kid and you go to a showcase for the first time, it can be a little overwhelming. Yeah. Now you kind of get one of those underneath your belt. You understand what it's like. The parents understand what we do as a company, what we can provide, and what we can help those guys out with. We try to help educate them as much as we can. And just another tool for them that they can have in their tool belt as they're going into their high school, the back end of their middle school, into their early high school career, so they can help themselves navigate this show called, this world of recruiting, or showcase baseball, or whatever else is out there that can help them out with.
Yeah, no doubt. Those events are huge for us and huge for the kids and families. It's like Sammy said earlier, we're able to play a small part in that recruiting process as they get older, which, attending these events gets you to those futures and junior future games at that end of July, as well as those top prospect games, preseasons, all state, all those kind of things tie in together. So it's important that you sign up for these events, and we hope to see you there come the month of June and July. So, hey, PBR will be there. You be there. We're gonna hop into some little high school games here. As you'll see the high school of the week graphic out here shortly. But first game of the week, number 7 North Myrtle Beach versus Carolina Forest on Monday. Big game. Carolina Forest on the bubble. North Myrtle Beach seems to just keep winning. I want to say they've got like 3-4 losses, maybe wrong, on the year. But they swept Hartsville last week. So they just keep winning, Coach. Carolina Forest has put together a little nice run. I think they're about 17-10 around that area. So, hey, going to be a really good game Monday night at Carolina Forest. Watch out.
Yeah. The back, a lot of times the last week, right? Yeah, man. There's there's a lot riding on a lot of these games this week. The last week of high school season, and there's people that are gonna have a chance to win region. There's gonna have some teams that chance to lose the region championship, play their way into the playoffs. I mean, heck, last year, right? Fort Mill had to win then to get the 4 seed the last week.
Yep.
Next thing you notice, they're in the state championship game, playing in game 3, right? Playing at the end. So, a lot of big things going on here this last week. So it might be the last week of regular season baseball, but there's a lot of things that can shake out right now.
Yeah, which takes us to this big one with Dutch Fork taking on number 2 Lexington in a series. Lexington's looking to win the region with a sweep, and we already know that's one of the best regions in the state competitively. Dutch Fork on a roll, though. Took 2 or 3 from River Bluff, and then just took down South Florence, who's another top 10 Power 25 team. So the Silver Foxes are on a roll here, Coach.
They are. Hey, I guess you can say you're playing well at the right time.
That's right.
Going into it, and I mean that's like what you just said, right? Probably the most talented, toughest region in the state, arguably, could be right now, and they're in there playing at the the right time, playing well at the right time, and we got a chance to watch those guys over the Forest Acres Classic, and I mean you're kind of looking at them and you go, that's one of the better teams around, talent wise, and they're starting to put it together and figure some things out on the mound, and watch out. I don't know if you want to be playing them right now.
No, I don't know. We'll see how the Wildcats, and we'll see how the infamous pitching coach at Lexington pitches to the Silver Foxes. Not sure how that's going to go, but
no, they ain't playing too shabby either themselves over there at Lexington. So it's not like they're going the wrong way. They're playing just as well. Coming off a hot week of the South Carolina Diamond Invitational. So a lot of action. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, when you got Lever as a pitching coach, watch out.
Spin it to win it, baby.
That's right. Well, we got another region series that's going to take the region championship here, and that is Hillcrest versus TL Hanna. Whoever takes this series wins that region championship. We know Hillcrest has been playing well, as we've seen on social media. Shout out to those guys. And we got to see Hanna as well at the Diamond Invitational. So 2 good programs going at it for a region championship to hopefully make a run in the playoffs. We'll see, though.
Yeah, a lot, Rod. We've got a chance to watch both of those teams over, multiple times over the course of this spring. So it's, both uber talented teams, and again, both playing out of the right way. Now, if we are going to go based on social media, then we would say Hillcrest wins that one. But no knock on Hanna stuff. But that's just kind of how it goes. But good thing for those guys, it does not come down to the social media game for wins and losses.
No, it does not. If it came down to the social media game, PBR South Carolina would be the top state in the country. But sometimes it doesn't come down to that.
Or Somerville.
Yeah, or Somerville. There we go. So hey, that you'll see more games of the week come out here shortly. But those 3 are going to be the big ones. As we know, there's some other series that have some region championship implications on them. But maybe you'll see PBR. You never know. You never know.
Let us know. Let us know where you want us to be.
Let us know. We'll be there. Maybe.
Maybe.
We got one shout out. That is to Antonio Cochran, 2023 from Soxty High School, and his commitment to Francis Marion University. He was a participant of the preseason All-State South. There in January. It had to be January. Yep, in January. My months are mixing together at this point.
They're all the same.
Hey, so shout out to him for that. Bomb Squad of the Week. This one's gonna go to 2026 Johnny Compton from Indian Land High School. He was a junior future alum for Team South Carolina. And the reason he's getting this, Coach, first varsity home run. So big shout out to Johnny Compton. He's had a really hot year. Every time I see Indian Land tweet something on Twitter, on the Twitter page, his name is in the significant stats portion. So he gets a Bomb Squad of the Week because of that first varsity home run. So make sure to tag us and hashtag PBRSC Bomb Squad when you hit a bomb, so that you can be featured on the Dugout Show. No play of the week. I hadn't seen anything, so no play of the week this week. Kind of sad, but hey, this is the heartbreaking news. Here's why we put it at the end, so we wouldn't lose viewers on this part. Since Austin Smith is not here today, we don't know why he's not here. He just told us he'd be gone all day.
He couldn't make it.
couldn't make it. So there is no concession stand segment, which is sad. But hey, next week, hopefully it'll be here. If Austin decides he wants to show up next Sunday, we'll see.
Yeah, I could speak upon the cheeseburger at the Lexington Ballpark rec department this morning. I had so I wanted to go watch a buddy of mine
cheeseburger in the morning,
but it was late morning. You know what I mean? Like it was close to lunch. Good nachos, but it's just not the same without Austin in here. So
yeah.
And that's not a normal concession
Hey,
food, but
we will shout out Austin for his new job at Fair Oak Elementary, becoming the assistant principal.
Congratulations. It's a big move for him.
He's moving back to what we call God's country. So he was up there in that Greenville area, but he's come on back to God's country.
Hey, we don't need to run any other listeners out of here with your comments about that. So there's a whole big part of the state that everybody likes. So easy now rolling in there.
But hey, that hopefully we'll be here Sunday, as I'm sure we're gonna have a big show Sunday. As we will, that Power 25 will come out Sunday for its
last one of the regular season. Last one of the regular season.
So we're getting close to figuring it out. We're almost there. Give us about 6 more weeks and it'll be perfect.
We will get that thing down pat.
Also releasing next week is going to be your South Carolina High School League brackets for the playoffs, which will be fun. No PBR will be there as much as we can. And we'll also release some brackets with some little content to go along with them. Stay tuned for all of that content as it rolls out. Make sure you're signing up for the event so we can see you there. Coach, I think that's all I got. Got anything?
No, that's about it. I mean, obviously those events have started. Those invites are flying around. Some more invites are going to be going out. If it is something you're interested in, you maybe didn't get an invite to us, reach out to us, let us know. Or those Team Carolina trials, right? Those are big. That's what we use them for. So those are events that help us. We try to go out as much as we can in the high school season and see players play. We can't be everywhere. So use those events, but we're excited. I know the high school season's winding down. We don't want it to. This is the best part. This is fun to watch, this high school talent, play across the state. But as that winds down, here comes our event. So the summer ball's cranking up along with our event. So it's just a new type of excitement that rolls in and catches us into the new part of the calendar year for us.
Yeah, no doubt. We're excited to get it going here soon, especially with playoffs coming up in these events. I don't think I'll be able to sleep on weekends, which is going to have me up at 4 a.m. about every Saturday going somewhere in the state of South Carolina. So I think I'll be up about 4 o'clock Saturday morning. I think that's what we're doing.
PBR's there.
PBR is dead. PBR needs coffee. You're going to see a lot of hashtags come Saturday. So stay tuned for that. But hey, from all of us here at PBR South Carolina, we hope you have a great week.